Hello, this is Lady Boulay, and I hope you're having a beautiful day. Thank you for your support. Thank you for all you do to support this channel. And yes, we are commanded to love one another, whether we want to or not, or whether we agree with each other or not. And I want to shout out Renee Burns, The Real Miss Blue, Richard Allen Lavelle, Try Again, Kanaz, Casey McDaniel, Bernice Collins, and Mel B. Thank you very much for supporting the channel. This young man is a Haitian immigrant, and I came across his video on TikTok. I'm not playing his video because there's music in the background, and I don't know if it's copyrighted music, so I'm not playing his video, but I will put it in the comment section so you can see it if you want to. But the title of his video is Immigrants Fleeing to the U.S. is How It All Started. Well, he spelled immigrants wrong, but he is trying to say that somebody coming to the United States and building a country and Black Americans going to the north or the east or the west, up north is what we call it, for better job opportunities is the same as somebody coming from Haiti or Nigeria or some other country to the United States, leaving their homeland to come to this country for better opportunities. And my video is saying that there is a difference between immigrating and migrating. So let's get into it. When a Black person, say, packs up and leaves Alabama for Illinois, that's called internal migration. It's a move inside the United States. The same country, same government, same identity. No immigration paperwork, no visa, no residency process, no learning a new system. You don't need a passport to leave Alabama and go to Chicago, for instance. All you have to do is pack your bags and go. You don't have to check with the immigration department. You don't have to check in with anybody. You just go, period. Migration is moving from one place to another within the same country or region. Immigration is moving to a foreign country to settle there permanently or temporarily. When a Nigerian or Haitian or somebody from any other country moves to America, that's called international immigration. You're crossing national borders. You're entering a new country with new laws, new expectations, and a new cultural environment. You need documents. You need permission to enter and stay. You have to learn how the United States works legally, socially, and economically. It's not a simple move. It's a full transition into a different nation. Now, you would just think that that's obvious. If somebody doesn't want to believe that, they can make themselves believe anything that they want to believe. And I have learned that about these Black immigrants. They will tell themselves something that doesn't make any sense, and they will argue you day and night that what they are saying makes sense when it doesn't. When immigrants enter this country, they either have visas, work permits, asylum claims, green cards, or they're here on temporary status. And every one of them can be denied, expired, revoked, or they can be violated. Our citizenship cannot be any of those things. Citizenship is permanent. So that's a difference between a migrant and an immigrant. The guy in the video referenced the Great Migration that took place in the 1930s and 40s when Black people moved from the South to the Midwest, the West, or the Northeast. And he tried to make that the same as moving from Haiti to the United States. And those are two very different processes. We don't need a visa. We don't need a passport. We don't need permits. We don't need any of those things that they need to get to the United States. We don't have to pay for a visa. All we have to do is pay for the plane ticket or the train ticket or the bus ticket to Chicago or New York or Detroit or wherever it is you're going. So They just make these kind of arguments, and you just feel like I shouldn't say anything, but you do. You have to say something to these people, or they'll just keep repeating the same thing, and they'll think they're right when they really are wrong. And immigrants are always on pins until they can become naturalized citizens. Deportation spikes when politicians want to show strength or order or border control or law enforcement toughness. Immigrants become political symbols, not people. This happens under both parties. President Obama, who is a Democrat, deported a lot of immigrants. He just didn't make a big noise about it. Donald Trump, on the other hand, is deporting a lot of immigrants, and he is making a big to-do about it. But the point is, that's immigration. They're not threatening to send somebody back to Alabama from Chicago because they moved from Alabama to Chicago. So you have to really point these things out to Black immigrants because they want their status in the United States to be the same as ours. I don't know why people want to treat us like that. So we have to stand up for ourselves and tell them, you are wrong. You are not at home, and I am. And we are not the same. We are not the same. And that isn't to say that there aren't problems in America with Black people. We certainly have our problems in this country. But deportation is not one of them. But there is a difference when Black Americans move to other countries and when Black immigrants move to this country. When Black Americans move to another country, they know they're not at home. They don't try to give themselves the same status as the people who live in that country. Because some of them have YouTube channels and they report from the different parts of the world that they live. And they know they're immigrants. They know they're not at home. But when the Black immigrants come here, they come to this country. They think they have the same status as we do. They think they know more about America than we do. And really, they think they have more rights than we have in America. So I don't know what we have done wrong that make them think that. But they have to be put in their place, and it has to be done harshly by somebody like Donald Trump before they understand. And he will tell them, you are not at home, and I'm going to do everything I can to get you out of here. And that's when they start telling lies like they built the country, or they start telling other lies like they freed Black Americans, or they were here first, or they are Black Americans, or they are more Black Americans than Black Americans. So they just get embarrassingly ridiculous. So it would be helpful for Black immigrants if they would understand that the best way to come to a foreign country is to come with humility and thankfulness and gratitude. Because when you come with attitude, you are going to get back just what you put out there. And it's not going to work to your advantage. So if you are an immigrant, it's better to operate with kindness, with humility, and with gratitude. That is the best way to immigrate to a foreign country. And it doesn't matter if the people are Black or white. Kindness, humility, and gratitude work. Okay, y'all, thank you for listening and have a good evening.